Hello, welcome back to Spec's Tech. Today we have the Sega Game Gear. This is a system I wasn't expecting to like, but, here we are. I got this handheld by trading in some old classic games and some accessories to a local game store, and I got an Xbox Series S, and I saved the rest of the credit for another time, and I got this Game Gear next time I went there. This is the Majesco variant, which has a slightly better screen, better battery life. You can tell it's a different version because it doesn't have the red, blue, and green little lights on the Game Gear sticker or faceplate. But yeah, this is a system I was not expecting to get into. It is a very comfortable system, and I do want to eventually get it modded. I guess this is a password screen. I actually haven't played this game yet. But, I'm gonna turn it off for now because it looks bad on camera. But actually, for right now, I have, rechargeable batteries. I spent $20 on 6 rechargeable AA specifically just for this Game Gear. So, battery life isn't that much of an issue. But, unlike in other, videos, I actually have a little bit of a, Moto. I actually have a little bit of a physical game collection going on, so I'm going to show them the games I have so far for the rest of this video. So we got Echo, Time to Time, that's my most recent pickup. It was about $5, not bad. Sonic Triple Trouble, which is it's a good game. Somewhere I do have Sonic Spinball. Oh wait, no, it's right here. I picked both of these up for $10 total. Last time I was at a little local record exchange. This version is bad, but I'm trying to get every Sonic game, which is gonna be kind of hard because there's one Sonic Drift game and both the Tails games are very expensive, so I'm hoping I find them somewhere really cheap one day. Sky Patrol is the main one I'm worried about, but I don't know, I might try to get all the ones that just released in America for right now. But I do like those ones. Sonic Chaos is probably my favorite one, except for the final boss. That shit is fucking bullshit. I made it all the way there in the first run, and I died right at the end. One life left, and I took the cartridge out. I'm like, nope. Rise Star. Now this is a game I don't really see a lot of people talk about these days. I had the Genesis version. It was on my collector to-do list, but I don't really play my Genesis anymore. I will be making a video on the hardware of it, but I'm not going to plug it in or anything, because having to deal with the not AV cable, but the RF cable, it's just a pain in the ass. But I ended up keeping the Game Gear version. Honestly, I do really like it. It's a very faithful version adapted to handheld. These are both just kind of burner games I got for like less than $1. This one doesn't even, I can't get this one to work. It's just a blackjack game, so these are just kind of filler titles, to be honest with you, so they're alright, I guess. I have played the rounds of them, at least, and they're fine. We just got Pac-Man. This one I picked up during my Harmony Con trip, actually. This was the only game I could find, and it was about $5, which isn't bad. It's Pac-Man. What more do I need to say? It did come in this funky little case, though, which is nice. I gotta take the rest of that sticker off. We have The Lion King. This is a very common game in my area. Like, every store I go to has this game and Sonic 2 in columns. I don't know why, but it's alright. It's less BS than the Genesis version, so it's not bad. Here's another filler game. I got this for like, well, I think it was like $1. It's just a football game, just one of the sports game. Next is Hood Classic. We got Columns. This is basically the quintessential Game Gear game because I believe it came bundled with a whole bunch of the Game Gears initially. It's basically just Tetris. It's a good game. It holds up. Next up is probably the weirdest game that I have is this game called Slider. I bought it because of absolutely how unhinged this art looks. It's like a weird puzzle game where you go around sliding things and like shooting weird little bug enemies. It's such a weird game. I do like it actually. Yeah, it's a underrated game. I think it's pretty fun and it's exclusive too. Next we have Sonic 2. Right, this is a very, very, very common game, and it's weird. The prices for this game are all over the place. You can find it for like $2, $5, in some places $10. I think $2 is honestly probably the best amount for this game because this game isn't very good. You get that string crunch really doing you in, and that's just not. I don't know. They could have done a lot better with this version, but it is still a good game, and it does have some good music. Here's Sonic 1. This one goes for about like $10 to $15. It is a better game than Sonic 2. It has a few reoccurring level themes from the original Sonic the Hedgehog, but it does have like Jungle Zone and Bridge Zone in it, and those are both good levels, I'd say, with good music, good variety. It's a good game. I would definitely say it is, but I still think Triple Trouble and Chaos are the best Sonic games. Here's Pack Attack. I did not know what this game was. I got it for like $6 or something. I didn't know it was like a Tetris game, but I actually do like it more than Columns, honestly. So yeah, a little puzzle game. Can't really complain. Here's another good puzzle game. Bust a Move. This was the only Game Gear game that they had at a half price of books, and it was like I think it was like $8. So it was a little more than I would have paid for a puzzle game. I mean, Slider was $8, but you know, I mean, it's fucking Slider. But Bust a Move I used to have on my Game Boy Color, and I really liked Bust a Move, so that's mainly the reason I picked this one up. This is a good version. It's just very vanilla. It's just Bust a Move. Here's another sports game, NBA Jam. I bought this specifically for the purpose of listening to the Team Select music because I really like that song. It's not in this game. Maybe I should have emulated it beforehand, but I don't really like basketball games, but I just like NBA Jam. It has a style and a flair all its own, and I don't know. This was $10 though, which I think was a little much, but it's alright, I guess. Here's a weird game that I bought. Also from Half Price Books, but at a different time. Side Pocket. Now this game, I don't know why it has this weird sticker on it, but I'm gonna leave it on because it looks cool. It's a good pool game. I think I had it on 3DS Virtual Console back in the day, on the Game Boy version. Or it might have been the Super Nintendo version on the new 3DS, I'm not exactly sure, but I think it's like $1 at High Price Books, which was weird. Usually I don't have things $1. Oh wait, oh, this was a record exchange game, never mind. This was $1 at Video Game Exchange, huh. Well, I guess it makes sense why it's $1. But yeah, this is a good game. Other versions have a really good soundtrack. And this one's alright, it's alright. I'm saving the worst game for last. Here's Streets of Rage 2. This is the most expensive Game Gear game I bought so far. I paid $30 for it at Cleveland Gaming Classic last year. And I should have got Sonic Labyrinth instead because this is not anywhere comprehensible or good as the Genesis version. It's alright, it tries, but man, I actually had this one up on eBay, but I took it down. But yeah, this is the only game I like tried to get rid of so far. I do like it a little bit, but I should have got Sonic Labyrinth because that game's way more uncommon. And here's the worst game I've played. Tasmania. Oh my god, just look up videos of this game. This is the worst game on the Game Gear out of all the games that I own, including the Blackjack one that doesn't even work. This is still a better game than this. If you want unfair, basically frame perfect execution in a fucking Looney Tunes spin-off game, this game for you. I paid $4 for it. The only reason I bought it is because it had the manual, and I don't even know what a manual is, so I guess it's kind of redundant, but this game is awful. So I got two more little things that I want to show off. This is the only box Game Gear game I have for now. I do want to get more. This was $7 at a local game store. Oh yeah, booba. Caesar's Palace. It's just a casino game. I bought it because it was $7, and it's an in-box Game Gear game. So it just happens to have booba, which is whatever. It's fine. The game's alright. I had the Genesis version a long time ago, so I thought it was neat to pick up the Game Gear version. And then the last thing we have for this video is my main way of playing Game Gear games is the super wide gear. It's a little big, won't fit in the frame, but this is my ideal way of playing on here. Give me 1 second, I'll put it on the Game Gear. But yeah, this is my main way of playing on the Game Gear for 2 reasons. 1, you can actually see the damn thing. And 2, it covers up that horrible red light that stares you like directly in the eyes as you're playing. So this was, I think this came with the case. So it was a pretty good deal. I think it was about $15 for the case and the wide gear. So I'd say definitely worth it. The only thing that sucks about this case is that none of the games stay in. So if I put NBA Jam here, I put NBA Jam in here, if I can, it just slides right out. If I shut it, okay, now it doesn't want to do it, but you can see it barely fits in there. And when I used to have all of these in those rows, and they just don't stay in there. But I guess it's fine. For $10, I can't complain too much. But yeah, super wide gear is definitely recommended. If you want a Game Gear, absolutely get one. Definitely. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. I think this is probably gonna be the longest video in Spec Tech because, I mean, this is really only the collection that I'm going to collect right now. I do want to get some Japanese import games. I want to get a Puyo Puyo game. I want to try to get the rest of the Sonic games. Maybe the Tails spin-offs will go down in price. If maybe when Sonic Origins Plus comes out, since they're going to be included on that edition of the game, maybe it'll go down in price a little bit, or hopefully they don't go up. I'm hoping they don't go up. But I'm hoping to get the rest of the Sonic games. The main one I'm looking for right now that's kind of cheap is Labyrinth and Sonic Blast, and I think Sonic Drift 2, or Sonic Drift 1 is actually kind of cheap, but I'd have to import it from like Baiyi or something. So I'm hoping to get those games. Maybe I can get lucky and get one of the Tails games. Those are basically the grails for this thing. There's 12, I believe there's 12 Sonic games, and I think I have 5, so we're almost halfway done. But yeah, thank you for watching this episode of Spec Tech.